We're talking with Donna Jackson. She's a brilliant scholar. She understands the implications of these massive government policies on basic things like wealth gap between races and so forth. She believes in American ideals. She believes in the Constitution. She believes in liberty. And she's got a unique perspective on the Green New Deal. Tell us why. Is it good or bad for Black America?
The Green New Deal is the worst for Black Americans. So the understanding, one thing that people should understand is the Black middle class, when it was actually really thriving, came from the industrialization of America. You know, Henry Ford, and I like to talk about this a lot. My grandfather, who worked on the floor at Ford Motor Company, came from the South in 1910, and the floor was completely integrated. Markets, if you have a free market society, you don't have to worry about creating policies to say this is how we're going to get rid of racism, because the markets take care of that. That's how you have prosperity. The fact of the matter is, the Green New Deal has forced companies to close, especially industrial jobs that represent the best opportunity for minorities. They are high-paying, blue-collar gateway jobs that gives minorities the opportunity to buy homes. Most industrial jobs that the Green New Deal hates because they claim it's dirty air and polluting America and all the CO2 nonsense that you hear, those represent the highest paying jobs and usually pay double what you can have in non-industrial jobs. So if I could go to a job at Ford Motor Company where it's very normal for me to be able to make $80,000-$90,000 a year versus working in a retail store that's going to pay me 20 or 30, guess what? I too can be a homeowner. I mean, these jobs always represent the highest paying opportunities for a community that has a lower college degree graduation rate.
Well, here's a problem with the Green New Deal too. We're shipping the jobs overseas. China produces most of the solar panels, the wind, and so forth. And they're not even being good to the environment in the process. So not only are we shipping American jobs overseas, but we're harming the planet's environment because they don't do the clean energy, they don't do clean manufacturing of the clean energy. They do dirty manufacturing of the clean energy. And so sometimes the electric cars are actually worse for the environment, not better for the environment. All around it seems like a bad thing. But then you touched on something really important here. You touched on the American dream and the ability to own a house, something that's been priced out of the market for our kids. Why is it that regulations are causing problems in the pricing of houses?
Because, one of the things I always tell people is whenever people tell you about a regulation, ask them how much it costs. I mean, that is always going to add cost in because you're talking about the number of people you add, and regulators have a agenda of creating more regulations, and each of those regulations comes with higher costs. I was just looking up recently that they have a new regulation for every appliance in the house, including going after furnaces, gas stoves we heard a lot about. They're also adding a regulation with HUD, the Housing and Urban Development, that's supposed to give out FHA loans to low-income families. They created green code requirements that may add at least $31,000 additional dollars to the price of a home. The average regulation today is adding about $121,000 extra to the price of a new home.